Hey friends, Andrew here, hope you're well. When traveling, luggage space is precious, so I'm always refining the tech and travel essentials that I take on the road. Over the past year, I've found some new game-changing travel essentials that I'm really excited to share with you in this video while I'm working in San Francisco. These items will help you travel more conveniently, work productively, and get the most out of your trip. So whether you're preparing for an upcoming work trip or a hard-earned vacation, here are the essentials you should pack. Let's start with the all-important luggage and carry-on bags. So I still use and absolutely love Carl Friedrich suitcases, but recently I've upgraded to the new Carl Friedrich trunk. So you can probably tell right away, this has a unique shape and size, and that's exactly what makes this unique luggage so convenient and versatile. Opening it up, there is a 80-20 compartment split, which means the main compartment is super deep and it's able to hold bulky items like boots or just stacks of clothes, perfect for longer trips. It's also one of the rare few suitcases that come with a set of mesh packing cubes and dividers, something I don't ever go without now. The packing cubes really help to neatly organize the suitcase and make the most out of the space in here. It also has all the qualities that made me fall in love with the original suitcases, like the German engineered polycarbonate build that's durable, lightweight, and looks super sleek going through the airport. And the 360-degree Hinomoto spinner wheels are a lifesaver. Having silky smooth and silent wheels is so underrated when you're on the run with a suitcase. So the Carl Friedrich trunk is a quality suitcase that's worth the money in my opinion, looks the part, but still also flies under the radar, which is another thing I really appreciate when traveling. Something that doesn't fly under the radar is the Rimowa check-in luggage. So I got this a year ago, and the build quality is insanely good, and so is its immediately recognizable styling. This could be either a good or a bad thing depending on how you look at it. What I don't like about it though is the really limited space you actually get in the compartment and how heavy it is. This is probably one of the heaviest suitcases I've used even when it's not packed. It is a super solid, stylish suitcase that can last a lifetime, but honestly, after using it for over a year now, it's hard to recommend to others, but it is an overall super solid, stylish suitcase that can last a lifetime. Next is a quality backpack, and my go-to when traveling is still Harbour London's classic rucksack, which I've used for years. It's held up really well after lots of use around the world, and I like to slip it into my suitcase handle to help literally take the load off my back when traveling. It's a game changer not needing to keep it on my back. There's a heap of compartments in the bag, and it's where my travel essentials live. I'll show you all of that in a moment, but yeah, I really appreciate the recycled plastic construction and overall design of this bag. Next are the must-have items I keep on me during the flight, and the first one is going to blow your mind. This is the AirFly Pro, and it's basically a wireless transmitter that I plug into the plane's headphone jack, and then I can finally use my wireless headphones to watch content in a flight. So I previously used my AirPods Max with a 3.5mm jack, but it does take up a ton of space in my bag. And so now with just this tiny device along with my AirPods Pro, I have a really solid noise cancelling experience that also doesn't feel heavy on my head after hours of use on the plane. Plus the AirPods Pro nicely doubles up as really effective noise cancelling earplugs when I'm trying to get some shut-eye on the flight. Now, I recently updated my tech kit to Orbit Key's 2-in-1 tech pouch, and this is another one of those purchases that have proven to be super useful. It looks like any other tech kit, but there's a detachable mini pouch for quick access to my high-use items I might want to take to a cafe with less bulk. Then bulkier items like the mouse, laptop charger, I'll keep that in the larger pouch with me so I can continue working on the plane while having everything else neatly packed away in arm's reach. Pro tip, it is worth keeping the SIM card ejector tool in a pouch in case you need to buy a physical SIM card. The other kit that I carry is a toiletry bag, which comes in clutch on the plane, of course. It holds all my knickknacks from an emergency toothbrush and toothpaste to an eye mask and bandages. This is perfect when I need to get ready on a flight before landing or during mornings and evenings at the hotel. Travel can also be physically demanding, and so having a water bottle on hand to keep you hydrated is really important, especially on a plane. I've started using this ultra thin bottle because it fits really nicely into my backpack, whereas most bottles wouldn't even fit into a full bag. So it holds 20 ounces or 600 milliliters of water, which is a lot more than the little cups that they give you in flight. That's barely enough to keep you from dehydration. Plus, I personally think it looks really sleek in stealth black. So keeping your tech fully charged is of course crucial when you're on the road, but it can be a hassle if you're traveling to multiple different countries with different power outlets. So here's 2 items that solve that problem and make life so much easier. Instead of carrying 6 different chargers and cables, this little charging cube right here has all my charging needs in one place. So it's a universal power pack that has built-in cables, pass-through charging, fast charging for my laptop, and even an integrated 10-watt wireless charger to charge my AirPods and phone. This thing holds a full charge and I can see the remaining juice left on the LED screen, plus it comes with a bunch of travel adapters for different countries. I just wish though that the cables could extend out a bit more to reach my laptop from the power outlet when using pass-through charging. Overall though, this thing simplifies my cables and chargers into one spot and I really recommend it. Then I also use this budget universal charger I got off Amazon for just about charging everything else. It has integrated power plugs for different regions with 3 USB and 1 USB-C output, which is what I use to charge my remaining devices overnight, like my cameras for example. And speaking of those cameras, here are the main ones that I take with me on basically every trip to capture memories. The Leica Q3 is still my go-to everyday travel camera. It's the one camera I almost always reach for when I want to capture a beautiful shot that will last a lifetime. The German-made lens, huge 60 megapixel sensor, and quality optics churn out the most amazing shots without fail just about anywhere. Just take a look at these shots. These are completely unedited, so I don't need to spend time in post touching them up. They look amazing right out of the camera. And why this is so great for travel as well is it's built like a total tank with its all metal shell and complete weather sealing. It's a camera I've used in harsh environments without a worry. So more affordable cameras I've used and love as well for travel are the Sony a6400 and Fuji X100 series, and I can vouch for those cameras. They're great for travel as well. A game changer for capturing content while traveling is the Ray-Ban Meta glasses, which look and work like ordinary sunglasses but doubles up as a point of view camera. These have been incredible, capturing special moments, but also helps keep me in the moment and enjoy the present. It's pretty wild to be able to film a tourist hotspot through my sunglasses hands-free while everyone else around me has their phones out staring at their screen recording. It's also just a proper pair of Ray-Ban sunglasses that I would have packed either way anyway, so the added camera functionality is actually quite handy. Then of course I have my phone. This is the iPhone 15 Pro, and honestly, these days it's almost as good as a dedicated camera, especially when you turn on Pro RAW mode. And besides being a great camera, it's where I also get organized every day and do work on the go. So one of the travel apps that I actually recommend on a mobile phone that you guys should get, I've absolutely been loving, is the Flighty app. It's a completely free app that imports all your upcoming and planned flights all into one place and then nicely visualizes your travel path in a world view. It's able to show me exactly when the flight will depart and even the gate I need to be at in live time. It's sort of like my passport for all my flights in one place, and it's just a great free travel companion app. I also make sure that I protect all that camera gear and pack it into this camera cube with foldable dividers and a canvas shelf for easy packing and protecting all those valuable cameras. Moving on, here's the work essentials I take on the go so I'm able to still do my best work from anywhere in the world. The workhorse of my remote setup is currently the MacBook Air M3, and there are 2 reasons why I think this is an incredible laptop for travel. Number 1 is the lightweight form factor. At 13 inches, it weighs only 2.7 pounds and fits really well into my backpack. Second is the insane performance and battery life considering its small form factor. The M3 chip is powerful enough to cut through just about any task remotely, and I consistently get 15 hours of use on a single charge. This means I can ditch the chargers back at the hotel and work wherever I need to, whether that's at a cafe or a dedicated office. To extend my laptop into a more productive setup, I'll usually bring along the Logitech Mini MX keyboard and Anywhere 3S mouse. They're small and light enough to fit into a bag with the MacBook Air, and having a dedicated mouse and keyboard makes working remotely that much more easier and enjoyable. I also really appreciate using a laptop stand, and this one is the 12 South stand. And what this does is it keeps me eye level to my laptop and I'm not craning my neck all day, and it allows me to use my keyboard and mouse. Then my go-to remote webcam is the Opal Tadpole webcam, and I mean, look at how tiny this thing is. They managed to cram in a 48 megapixel Sony sensor and a microphone into this tiny form factor, and it just helps me bring my best self to video calls since they're obviously a big part of remote work. And this one's just also really easy to slip into a bag or even just your pocket. Then the final piece in my travel work kit is the remarkable notepad. It's an e-ink notepad that feels and writes like paper and has over 2 weeks battery life. It's replaced my physical notepads because it's physically lighter, of course, and is able to store as many notes and pages as I need to. And it's just really nice to jot down thoughts and notes on this notepad during a flight or alongside my laptop when I'm working. Finally, here are some useful extras that I like to take, and I feel like it adds a lot of value to a trip. I still use Bellroy slim wallet and passport holders to store my essential cards, a small amount of cash, and for peace of mind, it's RFID blocking to protect from card skimming. The passport holder is also a great place to store your passport safely and also acts as handy storage for other documents like boarding passes and ID cards. One must-have credit card that I always carry with me when I'm traveling is the Amex Platinum card. This card has so many travel perks like access to 1,400 airport lounges around the world where I can basically, enjoy a meal and drink free of charge and get some work done in a nice environment and space away from the chaotic vibes of the airport. Sometimes there'll even be a free massage and spa shower areas. This card also just has a ton of other perks like included travel insurance, free hotel and car hire upgrades, and things like that. It does have a big annual fee attached to it, but if you travel often, it does pay itself back 5-fold. Now, my current go-to toothbrush when I travel is the Philips Sonicare 9900, and only because it includes a really great travel case. Not only is it compact, but it uses USB-C for charging, so it's one less cable and charger that I need to carry around, so I can just pop it into the case and then charge it from the charging cube. Plus, it lasts 2 to 3 weeks anyway on a full charge, so I've gone an entire trip without even needing to charge this thing. Then finally, I have a double watch holder that I recently got as a gift actually, but it makes for a great travel companion. It's a great way to bring a couple of watches with you on a trip and a really easy way to elevate a basic outfit when heading out to a more formal event when you're traveling. So you can check out all the clothes and extra tech that I pack on larger trips in this video right here. And if you made it to the very end of this video, comment the code word JETSET and I'll give it a like for watching all the way until the end of this video. Like and subscribe for more travel and tech content. And as always, thanks for watching guys, and I'll see you in the next video.